Today's Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor, First Community Financial Bank, the community bank where you come first. Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm your host, Jane Wernette. I'm joined now by John Norman and Rachel Osira of the Naperville Noon Rotary Club. So welcome to the set.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We're excited to have you. It's always fun to talk about Rotary. And John, we'll start with you. You're the new president.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Rotary.
Well, it's one of the largest and one of the oldest service organizations in the world. It started in 1905 in Chicago. We have 4 clubs in Naperville.
Yeah.
But worldwide, we have 1.2 million members, 35,000 clubs, 200 countries, over
Wow.
200 countries. Yeah. So it's a service organization that we do act locally and globally.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty far reach, but I love the fact that it started in Chicago.
Oh, I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Absolutely.
Rachel, talk a little bit about what you do internationally, because I think that's something you often hear about Rotary International. What happens internationally?
Yes, so as John was saying, Rotary is the largest humanitarian organization in the world, and so Rotary internationally is focused on 6 different major areas of focus, dealing with health, clean water, peace and conflict resolution, economics, and basic education and literacy. In our club, we have a very, very active international service group. We have about 15, 16 members from different parts of the world, and we use our vocations. And we are focused currently mostly in Nigeria and in India. We actually have 5 major projects going on in those 2 countries, totaling about over $500,000 of funds.
Wow.
We're bringing clean water to a mission hospital system and a school in Nsukka, Nigeria. We've been helping also build up the medical infrastructure of a hospital system there. Over about a 4-year period, we've shipped 7 40-foot containers of medical equipment and supplies to that hospital system.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. And we've brought in new techniques for helping babies breathe for developing countries. We're helping them with their nursing school, their midwifery school, maintain or recover their accreditation, helping them with laboratory science labs, books, education models. There's a number of us that have been working in that area. We also are very active right now in India. We have 3 major projects going on. One is a dialysis center. We've provided the dialysis equipment for the working poor, people who can't afford treatment, I think 12 machines. We also are equipping a mobile unit to collect blood in the Hyderabad area, and also cancer equipment for there's a cancer detection center that's being built to serve the poor, and we're helping to supply the equipment for that. The really cool thing about international is we always have a local partner. So we're never doing it on our own. We're working with a local club in Nigeria, India, Haiti, or some other country.
Okay, and so it sounds, just so that I'm sure, each individual club decides what that project would be. So there's a tremendous amount of control in terms of what you as the Noon Rotary would decide to do internationally versus perhaps what Sunrise or another club might do.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's quite a process, which I'll just suffice to say that it always starts with local community needs, a community needs assessment. So through a relationship, a local club, some other relationship, you get to understand what's going on in a community and what they need and what your interests might be. Like I said, there's 6 areas of focus: clean water and sanitation, health, or peace and conflict resolution. Like the Sunrise Club, they're doing a water project in Guatemala right now.
Okay.
So
it's all different. So you guys decide, and also based on what your members have interest in, and maybe where your members have expertise as well.
Where your members have expertise,
sure.
Where they have relationships. So that's all a part of it, and certainly the funding as well. We have to raise money to do the projects, but we get matching from the Rotary Foundation.
Okay.
Which makes it all possible.
The one thing that's common
Yeah.
between all Rotarians worldwide, too, is ending polio.
Yeah.
So
Right,
we're
yeah,
trying
right.
for the eradication of polio, which will be the second time in the history of mankind if we do that.
Yeah.
So there's only 5 cases worldwide right now.
Yeah, that's an incredible when you
Yeah.
think about the progression of that.
Yeah.
You know, and that is Rotary's signature project, Ending Polio. And the really neat thing about that is it started with one club in the Philippines determining in the late 70s that it wanted to eradicate polio in the Philippines, and it became Rotary International signature project.
Yeah.
And it's just incredible.
Well, the impact is so dramatic.
So
it's-
dramatic,
And
yeah.
it's fixable. It is fixable,
Yep.
which is great. John, talk a little bit about what you do locally.
Well, we do a lot with the same causes. So women, children, education. As a matter of fact, last Thursday, we had a luncheon and we honored 21 local charities. And
Okay.
we gave $95,000 away to them. So
Nice.
a lot of the money that we raise, we look for local charities that really help out with family and mothers and children and education. So
Okay.
we do that. We give a lot of scholarships away too. So
Yeah.
we probably give close to $75,000 away in scholarships. And probably total, I would say about $350,000 a year is what we give away as a club.
That's a tremendous accomplishment, and I'm sure it's having a big impact. Rachel, talk a little bit about the theme for this year, because you mentioned that there's a theme.
Right. So every year, Rotary has a theme. You know, overall, it's service above self, but there's a unique theme. So this year, it's making a difference. And, you know, the things that John talked about are making a difference. So we particularly look at what we're doing, whether they're local projects or international projects, everything we do, and see how we can, you know, further elevate what we're doing to make sure that it is having an impact and making a difference, and that we tell the story.
Okay.
You know, it's just as important to tell that story, let people know this is how Rotary's working, this is how we're partnering, and how we are making a difference.
Okay. Now, you talked a little bit about funds, because nothing unfortunately is free. So
No.
as we wrap here, tell us a little bit about your fundraiser, because you've got a big fundraiser.
Right.
Well, for years we did Soups On, as I'm sure you're aware of. We did that for 8 years and raised over $1 million for charities. Last year we started a new thing called Festival. For
Festival.
Naperville.
I like that.
A little catchy.
Yes, catchy.
And it's at Top Golf. So we're doing it again this year. It's on October 15th, a Sunday from 1 to 5. And this year we're giving the funds to Human Trafficking, which is an
Okay.
international program, which second largest growing industry right now behind drugs. So,
Yeah, right.
and it's local too.
Yeah.
There's problems with it local. So it's really near and dear to our hearts. And Rotary International, they spoke about it this year. So that we're also giving back to the charities again.
Okay.
Local charities. So women, children, and education.
Okay.
And then we're doing something different this year that will continue on the next 2 years also. And a third of that, what we raise, we're going to create a park in Naperville called Rotary Harmony Park. And it will be
Interesting.
outdoor
Yeah.
musical instruments.
Okay. And
Yeah.
where will that be located?
We're not quite sure yet. We're
Okay.
working on
Still,
that, but
you're going to come back and tell us about that.
absolutely. As soon as we find out, we'll be back.
Okay, wonderful. And so as we finish here, how can people get involved with you?
They can go to our website,
Okay.
napervillerotary.com, and check out the event, the festival coming up.
Okay. And can anybody join Rotary?
You know, certainly anyone who's active in the Naperville area, whether you live here, whether you work here, whether you're a student, we would love to have you consider joining Rotary. And the really neat thing about Rotary is we have people from, you know, every age group, people from all kinds of backgrounds, all kinds of professions. So, or stop in. You know, we meet for lunch most Thursdays at noon at the pavilion at Maison Sabica. Just stop
by.
in and see us. Yeah.
Terrific.
Yeah,
Well, thank
absolutely.
you both for stopping by. We really appreciate it. Always good to hear about what's going on in Rotary. Please keep up the good work, and when you find out where that park's going to be, we want to know about it.
Will do.
Make
Thank
sure
you,
we're
Jen.
first on the list.
Yes.
Thanks.
If you would like to find out more about the Naperville Noon Rotary Club, please go and visit their website. We're going to take a quick break for a few short messages, but stay tuned. We're coming right back.